This episode is brought to you by XBO. XBO is a new cryptocurrency exchange that is looking for its official representatives. That's right, if you own a Bored Ape or know someone who does, you don't want to miss this opportunity. XBO.com is currently holding an audition to find its own Bored Ape and is paying top dollar for the rights to the digital collectible. The owner of the selected Bored Ape will receive $100,000 in exchange for it being the official mascot for XBO. Even if you don't own a Bored Ape, register now because the first 10,000 registrants will get the gold tier trading rewards and the chance to win lifetime Black Diamond rewards. Visit XBO.com for more details on this opportunity. Link in the description below.
This my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah, this my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Tune in and get the latest and greatest from stacking Toshis.
Many of the scams that are in the cryptocurrency community or space is the cost of freedom. It's the cost of not having a nanny tell you not to run out in the middle of the street. In doing so, self-education, self-responsibility, self-due diligence is a part of the program. That can either be done personally or as a collective and a group, wielding your energy stored in a currency for what you see fit and what are your needs and requirements. That's the pros to this freedom. But in the process, there'll be many more scams and many more honest attempts at creating something failing. I'll go back to my old adage, Bitcoin is your digital gold. Sprinkle upon projects that interest you. We have many more bridges to cross. Spend this time educating yourself on the system, on the space, on this grown folks business that we're trying to implement, a sound money system. Without that, none of the art, none of the tokens, none of the use cases will amount to anything because nothing will be at its finitest point of decentralization. That's another thing. People are always saying, well, Bitcoin's not well, look, we're talking about walking towards the most decentralized network that has ever existed. People say that like that's an easy feat. We're talking about degrees of decentralization. And at this point, Bitcoin has the highest degree of decentralization by leaps and bounds of any other project. Once again, no known founder, no CEO, no CTO, no CFO, no COO, no marketing department, no office buildings, no bank accounts. It's never paid for an ad, a commercial. It's never paid a spokesperson. Yet it reached $1 trillion evaluation. That's never happened in human history. That's called a phenomenon. We're talking about 100 million users in 12 years. It took the greatest tech companies that we know of today twice that amount of time, and some even 3-4 times that amount of time to reach that. And they did it with marketing. They did it with paid ads. They did it with articles. They had CFOs, CTOs, COOs. We're talking about a phenomenon here. You got people standing in the space right next to the phenomenon, waiting for the next phenomenon. Obviously, they don't understand what the concept of phenomenon is. It doesn't happen around the corner. It's not the next thing about to cross this bridge. They don't often come in spans of greater than 100 years. That's the most idiotic thing sometimes I hear. People in the space, you're standing next to the phenomenon and you're waiting on the next phenom.
I want to end this by emphasizing on the aspect of learning about this tech during this down market, during this down cycle. Just enhancing your information set concerning specifically Bitcoin, but concerning the cryptocurrency market as a whole and this technology will put you ahead of the curve and prepare you to take advantage of the upturns that will eventually occur, specifically in Bitcoin. And there will be coins that in the end will not succeed, but may have runs of a year, 2, 3, but will ultimately fail. And so understanding that concept, understanding that fact of the market, specifically of this market, and having a working understanding of the why will allow you to avoid the pitfalls that await in this market, but also give you the ability to take advantage of short-term spikes without ultimately losing the greater stack of your Bitcoin. Because once again, you understand what's really going on. An exponential increase in mankind's knowledge base and how we'll use that as a whole We're reaching a stage, mankind's knowledge or his psyche or his mind is now able to grasp the concept of having value in abstracts. In the past, it's always had to be physical, outside of a few things, maybe religion and a few other things, but for the most part, things had to be physical. Now, because of technology, we can now attribute or give value to the abstract, value to a new account, or to give value to an account on a neutral digital ledger. And that input having value because we understand its purity. There's no lies here. There's no mistruths. There's no third-party manipulation. It's neutral. And that in of itself has immense value. And so the value that is associated with that ledger entry is the purest and most organic thing that man has ever created. And it used the most purest language, which is mathematics. So understanding the greater theme here, the greater direction that the people of the world have an opportunity to utilize to actually, for once, make the world a better place. In the meantime, the reward for being early is that exchanging of wealth. Those who participate in the revolution should be rewarded. Those who waited until the revolution was over and benefited from the change that the revolution brought on, that's fine as well. That's the ultimate goal. So I just want to say, once again, taking this time to actually learn about this technology. We're still early. I appreciate all of you that have taken a little bit of your precious time and given it to watching this video. Let me remind you that my channel is live now. So my YouTube channel is From a G Perspective. From a G Perspective. Not from a young G perspective. I'm not young. I've earned mine. But it's from a G perspective. A G perspective is the rawest insight into the human experience. The cost of what I've learned is too high, but I'm offering the insight to you from the extremes at no risk. I paid the cost. I paid the price, so you don't have to. See through me, step into me, walk with me. Let me share the insight God has blessed me with after taking me through the fire. This is what my channel is about. Transposing negatives into positives from a G perspective. In the comments, let me know you come from the CBTV fam. Also as well, I'm an avid photographer. I got some bomb pictures, man. Some of the places I've been, just from within the city or county to other states, other countries, things I see in nature and society, and I like to pluck them out to preserve them for an eternity. So check out my Instagram. My Instagram primarily has a lot of that art there. It's got some of the art I've taken from some of the Bitcoin conferences or crypto conferences as well. And that's a d.r.littlejohn137_. So drlittlejohn137_. That's Instagram. Also, check out my TikTok. I got some TikTok. That's primarily me being a G-Pops. If you've watched any of the videos on CBTV with me reading off some of the Bitcoin books to my grandkids, well, I got some other little antics for my grandkids that I've had the opportunity to immortalize. And that's primarily on my TikTok. My TikTok, that's G-Pops. G-P-O-P. And once again, those are videos that I've had a chance to immortalize with me and my grandkids. So go check me out. Sub, like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, walk with me. Tune in. I promise I'm going to bless you. Subscribe, hit that thumbs up. This is Dr. Littlejohn from a G Perspective. Peace.